All right. So I'm sitting here on YouTube just like everybody else, and I see that they upload a documentary. They upload a Rose Namajunas documentary just out of nowhere. So I'm like, what is this? Why am I being fed a bunch of Rose content? Because shortly before they uploaded this, they uploaded a different fighter. Year of the Fighter. Year of the Fighter. And it too featured Rose. Here we go right here. So they were putting in moves. Was it like yesterday or something? First, they uploaded this Year of the Fighter, Rose Namajunas. It's 27 minutes. I'm like, okay, they had a little something there for Rose, fine. And, you know, because they doing this with a bunch of fighters. And then they upload this. Her documentary that came out last year. Now available on their YouTube channel. And ever since Rose was talking about this documentary, I've been wondering, what is it for, though? Okay, it's a documentary. You document her life. Okay, but why? Why? Rose's life is not that interesting. Why do people go on and on? Herself, she's the main one, going on about her upbringing and her past. It's not that interesting. You know, she had some horrible things happen to her when she was a kid, just like a bunch of other fighters. I don't think she's gone through anything that other girls can't relate with or can't relate to. And I think many of these other girls had a rougher life. Far rougher life than Rose. Okay? So I'm tired of the Rose and her story. You know, and her life is boring. You really see that when you try to watch this documentary. It's like, okay, what are we looking at here? So she had a few fights. And her UFC career is not that extensive. Why are we even reflecting on her MMA career? Why? Why are we reminiscing over a fighter who only has 17 pro fights? Okay, look at this record here. What's so Hollywood about this record? I'm just saying. Look at how many fighters she's fought twice. The thing about her record, her MMA record, it's not that satisfying because it involves too many rematches. A fighter like Angela Hill, in some ways, has a more interesting record. Didn't have this many rematches. This is not that interesting to me. I'm just saying. And definitely not to the point where I want to watch a flippin' movie about it. But okay, I guess. Oh well. If it floats your boat, hey, it is what it is. Now, what is this? Ketlin Vieira and Yana Santos withdraw, leaving fighters without opponents. So, well, we knew this was coming. We knew this was coming. So Macy has no opponent, and Norma has no opponent. Yeah, Yana pulled out of that. She's like, oh no. Oh no. And Ketlin? Ketlin number 4. And she is about to fight Macy number 10. Oh yeah, Ketlin pulled out of that. She's like, no, I'm going to protect my number 4 spot. Ketlin like, oh no, you don't. Ketlin number 4, Macy Chiasson number 10. Ketlin ducked up out of there. She ducked up out of there. And then Yana against Norma Dumont. Yana, number 8. Norma, number 12. Another big jump. Yana got up out of there. Was it Yana? Yana got up out of there. So the two fighters who are ranked higher than their opponent, both pulled out. Okay. I'm sure there's nothing to that. I'm sure fighters don't do stuff like that. I'm sure they don't pull out of fights that they think might be difficult, that would cause them to lose their spot to somebody ranked very low. Okay. Shauna Bannon, that girl, okay, I already talked about her. That girl. I don't even know why they signed her, to be honest with you. Now, I have a feeling that Yasmin is going to lose to Sam Hughes. Sam Hughes is more fundamentally sound. Yasmin, she's got that bar fighter quality where she just let her chin hang out there to be hit. Sam Hughes might hit her. This might be a bad fight for Yasmin. And that's on Dana. Dana put a lot of stock in Yasmin. And, you know, Yasmin might turn out to be something. But defense is important. Defense is important. Of course, we got this showdown. Got this showdown right here. The flyweight division is where it's at. There are some dangerous fighters at 125. There are a lot of fighters. There are a number of fighters at 125 that haven't lost at 125. Still undefeated at the division. And that is what makes the division more interesting. That's like the main thing that makes it more interesting than the other divisions. Because the champion is one of those fighters. Grasso has not lost at this division. Neither has Aaron. Neither has Manon. Neither has either of the Silvas, the Silva sisters, right? Have not lost at 125. And there's just a lot of fighters there that seem dangerous, seem like they're on the roll right now. Particularly Karine Silva and Natalia Silva, they both got more than one loss. And I think that's what makes them a little more dangerous. The fact that they both already experienced losses and have experienced fighting back after a loss and making an accomplishment, accomplishing something, even after a loss. They both have experience in that. And I think it might make them more dangerous. Just gives them more confidence. And confidence take you a long way in WMMA. Now Silva could catch something against Araujo. Might put her on shaky legs. Araujo might even be able to stop her. Viviane catch you, she can stop you. Remember, she knocked out a bantamweight. But if she don't catch Silva, then I expect Natalia Silva to outpoint, most likely win by unanimous decision over Viviane Araujo. It's not that dangerous of a fight either. Viviane lost to Amanda Ribas. Amanda Ribas, pretty good fighter, but Viviane is she hasn't found herself yet. At least I don't think. But yeah, they're uncomfortable to get matched up against. I think either Karine or Natalia. I think right now it's making girls uncomfortable. And, because there's no blueprint on them. Girls don't get comfortable until they see somebody own you first. Somebody has to lay the blueprint first. Now, a fighter like Lauren Murphy, she don't have nothing to lose. But keep an eye on her. She might pull out too. Same thing that happened at bantamweight might happen at flyweight. Alexa Grasso, another thing. She might be that champion who makes a bunch of defenses. 2024 should be a lot better than 2023. Y'all remember, I sort of trashed 2023 early in the year, way back in it was like March. February or March. I'm like, man, this year is about to be terrible. But 2024 is going to be a lot better because we're about to see whether or not Grasso is the next long reigning champion. We're about to find that out real quick. No matter who she fight next, whether it be Aaron or Manon, she got a tough test ahead of her. But I think they might be making that trilogy, which I don't think they should. They shouldn't make that trilogy right now, I don't think. So whoever Grasso fight next is going to be a tough fight. And but we're going to see, because even if let's say Grasso fights Manon, let's say Manon beat Aaron and fights Grasso, and Grasso beats Manon. Grasso eventually, I think, would have to fight Aaron anyways. So if she can keep the belt, Grasso will have to fight Aaron, Manon, and maybe one more fight in 2024. Okay? But if she loses the belt, and who knows what's going to happen? Who knows who's going to take it? And who is she going to fight again? I thought Dana White was behind Grasso's call out, or excuse me, Weili's call out of Grasso. I thought Dana White was behind that. Seeing that he liked the call out. So, not sure what's going on with that. But 2024 is going to have a big strawweight bout, I think. Well, yeah, I know. It's not I think. I don't want it to be with Alexa Grasso. I don't want that right now. 115 is a hot division. There's two hot fighters there that I want to see Weili fight. That is Yan Xiaonan and Tatiana Suarez. Xiaonan and Suarez. I want to see one of them fight Weili. Now Suarez is about to fight Amanda Lemos. So if Lemos beats Suarez, I don't think Lemos is getting a rematch. And Suarez obviously won't be fighting for the title. Suarez has to win this fight. She has to win this fight. And I think they're waiting. I don't know what they're waiting on. I assume maybe they're waiting to see what happens before they decide Weili's next step. But that's just goofy. Weili should be scheduled already. She's ready to fight. She should have fought Yan Xiaonan. I don't know what they're doing. They're already running out of opponents as it is. And y'all stalling and hesitating still. Let's get going, man. What are y'all doing? But anyway. Excuse me. But yeah. I like flyweight. You know, so, these girls who really can't hang, they're getting out of there. Casey O'Neill, she take one more good loss, she'll probably be knocked out the rankings. That's all she need is one more good one. And she's not quite built like these other chicks. Same with Andrea Lee. Not quite built like these other chicks. But I think Amanda Ribas is hanging on by the skin of her teeth. She just one punch away from getting knocked out again. I mean, she's a good fighter until she gets knocked out, until she gets slept or wobbled, put on wobbly legs. Her most recent opponent should have won. She should have won that fight. But they got Amanda Ribas ranked at both divisions, just like they do Andrade. They got to stop doing that. Yeah, they should stop doing that. Could have 2 more fighters ranked doing that. Y'all gonna have to pick a weight class, man. I think, I like Lipsky being in the rankings, because she can hurt somebody. I know she's not going to be up here throwing feather dusters. It's not a Chukagian type fighter up here. Yeah, speaking of Chukagian, that might be a pretty decent fight. Chikagian would go for some takedowns, I'm pretty sure, seeing that she ain't got no power, but yeah, Lipski could hurt somebody. Just did away with Casey O'Neill like nothing, and Lipski is in top team now, remember? And if I'm not mistaken, she's been looking better since she's been at top team. I think she took a few losses since she's been up there. Maybe a couple losses. But she's been doing better. If I'm not mistaken, she's been doing better since she's been with top team. I'd like to know exactly when she joined top team. I thought I knew, but I guess I don't. Okay. All right, yeah. Didn't want to risk her spot. Yeah, Suarez. That's a bad fight for Amanda Lemos. And she's coming off a loss. Lemos coming off a loss where she was just wrestled to death. Then she's going in there against arguably a better wrestler. Okay. Suarez better be careful, though. Lemos can submit you. She got dominated by Weili. But what was that, the first or second round? She had Weili in something. Weili was in trouble for a minute. So Suarez, she get overconfident here. She can find herself getting submitted and tapping out. So yeah, I don't like the idea of Weili moving up to 120. Not yet. I mean, both her and Grasso are challenged right now. Both of them. Now just ain't the time. You know, the champ fights make sense when the champs have exhausted their options, and the division is not that interesting anymore. That's a way to, sort of let the division sort itself out, see if some new faces can move up. But here, as soon as they're challenged, and the division, both of their divisions still hot, they're talking about a champ fight. Like, come on, man, no. You know what it is? They haven't had one yet. The females, there's only been one, isn't that right? There's only been one champ fight. Well, I won't say fight. There's only been one fighter to fight for champ status, and that's Amanda Nunes. So maybe the UFC desperate to do it again. They feel like, they're like, hey, because they keep doing it everywhere else. So maybe they're like, hey, and maybe they saw that it bring in a lot of attention, a lot of increased attention when it's a champ fight, two division fight or whatever. So I don't know what's going on here. But their plates is at least with Suarez and Yan. They're not ranked far. Jan's right there, number 2. Suarez, number 3. Nobody's interested in Carla Esparza. I don't think they should have taken her out. Have y'all seen Carla Esparza? She looked like she's a featherweight right now. They should have taken her off the thing, so she's just taking up space. So you got 2 fighters here taking up space. It's Carla Esparza and 3. Amanda Ribas. Not Ribas, one of them. They need to take one of them out of these divisions. Amanda Ribas or Jessica Andrade. I'm out of here. Beat it. Now, Lupita Godinez might be one of those fighters who making improvements, and she might be a problem. Might be something to look out for. Now, I think she's scheduled to fight Verna Jandiroba. That's a big jump for Godinez. Look out, see if Verna pull out of that fight. Oh, I see the pattern. It was started a long time ago. Them fighters that's ranked high, they get matched up, somebody ranked real low, they pull out of them fights. They're like, I rolled my ankle. Oh, I'm number 4. You want me to fight the number 11 ranked fighter? Okay. Oh, I pulled something. I won't be able to make it. I tried, UFC. I was going to do it. I was going to defend my spot. So yeah, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. I'm watching you. I'm watching you, ladies. But yeah, we'll see what we got. Now I don't know what is going on here with WMMA rankings, but there's not much going on in the world of WMMA anyways. You find a few minutes, go ahead and check out that documentary. I haven't watched it yet. I got the gist of it, seemed like, and I'm not excited. But maybe you are. Don't mean to disparage or throw salt on anybody's game. Yeah, we'll see. I might check it out. I ain't trying to hate. That is all for this live stream.